Welcome to SpEd Department Meetings 2023-2024. I am just so happy to be here supporting each and every one of you. I hope your year is off to a great start and that the learners that you are supporting are helping you remember your why. So thanks for being here, and let's get started. We're going to go down to September for the September department meeting. We are going to start with ULC Follow Up. So we just want to thank everyone that attended ULC. We thought it was a great turnout. We had positive feedback, and we really want to provide this opportunity to support our collective mission in providing high quality professional learning, as well as time for you as stakeholders to collaborate and intentionally prepare for a FAPE for our learners. So thank you for doing that. When you're thinking about the FAPE planning pathway document, all of you should be on question 4 at this time. And that's all about setting up for progress monitoring. And we know that progress monitoring is really important, helps us collect data to determine if our learners are making progress, and we can use it to inform our instruction. So this should be a top priority at this time if you haven't done that. If you need to reach out to a mentor, someone from your special education team, service coordinator for assistance, please do. We are here to support you and walk alongside of you in preparing for your learners. Want to also take time again this year to remind you of the layers of support that we have in place for you, just like many of our learners have layers of support. And so all of you have access to these different layers, always starting with that case manager resource page and website, which is just vital. I find it really helpful and continue to go to it myself. During ULC, I provided SpEd updates, and so we just want to make sure that all teams have had time to view this if you didn't during ULC. We have a link here to just be able to view that again if you haven't. And we also want to remind everyone that the District 30 school day evaluation calendars and hence charts are on CMR. I really highly suggest that teams utilize this. It helps you not have to count days on your own. It's all there, ready to go for you. It's a great resource. As we know, buildings are still hiring paraprofessionals because we need them and we don't have enough of them. So this is just a reminder that as we are hiring paraprofessionals, we need to be providing that onboarding within the first 30 days of when they're hired and working with students. To help districts with this, we have a course in Brightspace called Onboarding New Paraprofessionals 2023-2024. We want to be able to support that need. Once the school year is underway, as it is, districts all have different ways of onboarding. So be sure to check with your building admin on the process for your school and district. We are going to have due process networking nights again this year. It's really exciting. It's a great time to provide you with the opportunity to have supported work time to meet those due process needs that you have. And so the opportunity for you to join our due process networking nights for up to 16 hours. During those hours, we're going to have service coordinators available for the first 2 hours of every session to support any questions and needs you might have. And our supervisors will be available the entire time for support. I have the dates listed here below, and as you can see, the first one's coming up pretty soon on October 3rd, and the time for those is 4 to 8. You can join the whole time, you can join part of the time. This is really an opportunity to meet your needs. And as we did last year, this will be virtual. And so a link will be shared via email invite. And the link in the invite is also on our staff development Google Calendar on the SpEd website. So just show up on the dates and times that work for you, and we are happy to support you and provide this opportunity for you. One of the things we're discovering is that it's really important for our community members to understand the great work each of you does to support our learners. And in doing that, one of the ways we can do that is through social media, because we're able to highlight the things that you're doing through pictures, through videos, and we know that that's where a lot of families live. So in preparation for that, we're going to have a social media scavenger hunt, and it will have a raffle this year, similar to the AT scavenger hunt last year. So you're able to go on the spreadsheet and sign up for a listed item that we might be looking for, but if that's too much, please just send in any photo or video to our social media account, which is socialmedia@scred.k12.mn.us. You don't have to worry about fuzzing out any of the faces. We will take care of all of those pieces that need to happen. And so we really are trying not only on social media to highlight that, but also included in things like the annual report and our district partnership presentations. So please help us in helping our community understand all that hard work you do for our unique and special learners. All right, we're at item 4, collaborative planning proposals. So we just want to remind everyone that we have 2 types of proposals, planned and unanticipated. So planned proposals are reviewed 3 times a year by the special services team, and we have some submission proposal dates below here. So you'll see May 15th, September 15th, and December 15th. Unanticipated proposals are reviewed throughout the year by the special services team. I'm not going to read through all the details, but basically when you're submitting a project, you're going to include the meeting dates that will fall into the window of each round outlined above. There are tools here for being able to understand, and there is a procedure here as well to reference what that might be. Main thing is there's a Google form to request those funds. So we've had that linked all in here for you. All right, item 5, licensing grids. So IEP and evaluation teams are requirements are determined by federal and state requirements. And it's really our job to provide that clear and consistent communication regarding those requirements so we can help you be in compliance with the law. And part of that is having the right licensures at the table for IEP meetings, for completing evaluations, and all of those pieces. So we have created these licensing grids that many of you have seen before. And we're just going to ask that you go on and verify that they are correct. And if there's any mistake, just let us know. You can let the supervisor know at the department meeting and we will get those corrected. We also have some supporting resources outlining how we implement cross-categorical case management and services within our system. So to learn more about that, you're going to click here and go to the site. And that's important if you're providing services to a learner that might not have the same disability category as your licensure. Again, if you have any questions about that, please come prepared to the department meeting to have those answered. All right, provider numbers within SpEd Forms. So every fall, we like to ask that you go into SpEd Forms and update service provider numbers, and that's on the service grid. This helps us accurately report required information to MDE regarding your position, the learners that you serve, and it also provides us information about just workloads across the district and the system. The information is used by MDE to determine special ed reimbursement and tuition billing, so it is important for us to have those as accurate as possible. And we have a deadline for reporting that. So it is going to be important for you to go on and update those numbers. And so as a building, you can make a decision as a department on how you're going to handle provider numbers. So you can either have case managers go in and complete this for all the students on their caseload, for all services, and that's what we recommend. That way one person's in there getting it all done. Or a department and team might decide every service provider needs to go into all the students they serve and update that. So to do that, you're going to go into the IEP and the service pages for a student. You're going to see that blue link under the provider, and you're going to update that. Make sure you click the save button, or you'll have to go back and redo it. We're going to ask that you have this done by Friday, October 6th. Gives you a couple weeks to get it done. Most teams should know who's supporting which students by now. And if you don't, we'll have to go in and make adjustments later. But please log on and get that done. All right, last item, SpEd Forms. So as I encourage during ULC, I'm going to continue to encourage everyone to make an update to version 2.0. We just strongly encourage the shift in users to the newest version to ensure you have access to the most recent information and updates and forms. I know it's different. When I updated a month ago, it was a little bit of a learning curve, but trust me, the more you're in it, the better it gets. All right. We're also implementing single sign-on. This is for all member districts and SpEd. I'm going to walk you through single sign-on and what that looks like. Directions are right here in case you forget what I'm going to show you. So you are going to open up your Google and you're going to go to your Waffle, which is your Google Apps. You're going to click on it and you're going to scroll until you see SpEd Forms. And I already did it, so it already signed me on, but then you're going to authenticate it. And then as soon as you're logged into your Google account, all you need to do is go use those waffles and get right into SpEd Forms. It's actually quite handy. And so here are step-by-step directions. The waffle, scroll down until you see this sign that says SpEd Forms. You're going to click link account once you log in, link it, and then you're ready to work. It's just great, and it's much more secure, which is why we're doing that. So I hope everyone's found this helpful. We tried to keep the September updates to a minimum. We know you guys are all busy, working hard. We know that it has been a busy fall. And I just want to reiterate that I appreciate all that you guys are doing for our learners. And I hope the year continues to be great. So with that, please come to the special ed department meeting with any questions or wonderments you might have. If the supervisors don't have the answer that day, we will certainly work at getting that out to everyone. And I wish you just a great rest of your week. Thanks.